the king who carried the sack himself. It was a quiet night in Medina. The city was dark, and everyone was asleep. But one man walked through the streets, his cloak hiding his face. He wasn't just an ordinary man. He was Umar ibn al-Khattab, the leader of the Muslims, the second Caliph of Islam. A strong man feared by enemies but loved by the poor. He didn't rule with fancy clothes or a big palace. He ruled with kindness and fairness. That night, Umar walked alone in Medina. He wasn't checking on his guards or showing off his power. He was looking for people who needed help. Umar often did this, walking quietly at night to make sure everyone was okay. As he passed a small house, he heard children crying. He stopped and looked inside. A mother was stirring a pot over a fire, but there was no food in it, just water and stones. She was pretending to cook to calm her hungry children. Umar's heart broke. He didn't wait or call for help. He ran to the Beit al-Mal, the place where food for the poor was kept. He filled his sack with flour, oil, and dates. His helper said, "O leader, let me carry the sack for you." Umar replied, "Will you carry my sins on the day of judgment?" Umar carried the heavy sack on his own back and walked back to the house. Umar didn't just drop off the food. He went inside, lit the fire, and cooked a meal himself. The smell of warm bread and food filled the house. The children who were crying before now watched with big eyes. Umar served them with his own hands and stayed until they were full and stomaching. The mother looked at him and realized who he was. This wasn't just a kind man. This was Umar, the leader of all Muslims. But in that moment, he was just a helper, doing what Allah loves. This was Umar ibn al-Khattab. He could have lived like a king, but he chose to live simply. He fixed his own clothes, ate plain food, and refused luxuries. When he became caliph, he cried, not because he was happy, but because he was afraid of failing his people. He told his governors, "Don't act proud. Don't wear fancy clothes. Always help the poor." His justice was famous. He was fair to everyone, rich or poor. The Qur'an says, "The best of you in Allah's eyes are those who are most righteous." Surah Al-Hujurat 49:13. Umar lived by this. He didn't just carry a sack of food that night. He carried the trust of his people and his duty to Allah. The Prophet also said, "The best leaders are those you love and who love you, who pray for you, and you pray for them." Sahih Muslim. Umar was that kind of leader. Why is this story important today? In today's world, many think leaders should be rich or famous, but Umar shows us that true leaders serve others. They help the weak and care for those in need. This story asks us, how do we act in our own lives? Do we help our family, friends, or community? Do we care for others even when no one is watching? Umar, R.A., teaches us that leadership is about serving with a kind heart, not ruling from a high place. In Islam, being a leader is a big responsibility. It's not about being powerful or rich. It's about taking care of people, like a shepherd takes care of his sheep. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Every one of you is a shepherd, and you are responsible for your flock." Sahih al-Bukhari. Umar, R.A., took this seriously. He saw leadership as a test from Allah. He knew he would answer to Allah for how he treated his people. Call to action. If this story touched your heart, share it to spread the beauty of Islam's teachings. Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories about our heroes. Click the bell so you don't miss any videos. May Allah help us lead and serve with kindness, just like Umar ibn al-Khattab. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.